Okay, hello. I wanted to really quickly show you how to use this board, especially if you're new to Trello. You might be looking at this and being like, what is this? Basically, if you look at it as a whole bunch of sticky notes, and instead of being all over your desk or all over your walls, it's all on here. Also, because this is the party schedule, it gives that full checklist. So you know what you need to do for every party, and then go from there. So if you are brand new to this, and this is your board. So as this says, copy this board. If you don't know how to make a copy, you can click here. It will also just take you through like the photos of how to do it. I'm going to quickly show you. But I threw that there for anyone who doesn't watch videos. So you just come to these three dots and you're going to click more. And you're going to click copy board. That is going to make a copy of this board. I'm going to do it right now. I'm just going to call it test so that I can get rid of it. And you're going to choose your workplace. So you will have a workplace based on your using Trello or your own. If you're just starting, you're going to want to keep the boards and the template cards, and you're going to click create. And then it is going to make a full new copy of this board. Here we are. So you can tell that you're in this one because it says test. You'll also notice it will just be your face, whereas the other one is the public board. So anyone that has the link the same way you got to this board has access to that. So that's why you want to make a copy. You don't want your personal information in that board there. But now this one is you, it's just you. You can see that right here. I can click, there's me. I normally add my assistant, or if you have some type of coworker that somebody's doing it with you, that's where you can see that. So now that you have this done, you could delete this, which you come down here and you can go archive. Archive is deleting. Or if you're like, well, what if I forget how to use this board? Like, what if I really want to have this? You can pull it back up, but we can also move this on this board. We can just move it to the very end and then move. So what that has done has pushed it all the way back here. So now it's still here, but you have to scroll to find it. Very helpful tip. Now, what is here? So we have our resources. We have our templates for our parties. So I just have two party styles in here right now. So a team group social. Everything is in here. So of course you will have access to this now. You can scroll through it. It's very simple. You can delete. So as an example, if you are not the one running the event, you would come through here. You don't need any of this. You only need when you're having hosts. Again, same thing. If you're not running the event, but if you have hosts in the event, it's all there. You'll have to go through, personalize it to you. And then when you do, you can also make it a template, which I'm going to do for this one. Just so that you know that's your basic. When you then have a party, you come here. So party updates. We can create from template. We're going to do a group social. We're going to have a date. So we're going to say July 22nd. So I don't know what day of the week that is. We're going to keep the checklist. We're going to create the card. You can also do that. So that is your template. That way you know that's your basic. This one now you can personalize. I'm going to change the title of this because I don't like that choice layer. Have all the info. So again, these cards on here are if you are running a group social. So you can just, if you're never going to run a group social, you can go through and delete half the stuff on the template. Again, if you're like me and you never know where you're going to be in a few years and you might want to keep it, you can also create a copy. So how I did that, sorry, that was a little fast. On this little pencil right here, and we're going to copy. And I want to keep it on this board, but I want to put it in here. That is that one. I'll show you that in a minute. And position. I mean, you can move it all you want, but it's nice if you know. So that's my template. I'm going to come down here This is just my bonus. So maybe I might want to run one in the future. So I want the full list. And now I can change this one all I want to be the one that I want to use. Of course, you can change these labels as well. Just take that one off. When I update, that's how I keep track. So then I would put like updating. That way I know I am updating this one to be mine, and then I could change it to this. We'll just take off that label. So you know when you've updated it to be your own style, your own information. Very helpful. Now, other resources that I have included here because you need more info when you're doing a party. Your host packages. Sorry, slow computer when I'm doing screen share. I've got a photo there. If you want to see the photo, that's my host package. What's all in it? Yay. Of course, you can look at that on your own, so I won't make you do that. Not only that, I also have these links. So these are full PDFs to those letters that you're seeing. There you go. So I can't remember if you have a way to edit. It might be a PDF. Don't use mine word for word. You want the person who's going to be getting signed up with you, doing a party with you. You need it to be personal to you, but you can use this as a template, as an idea for words, whatever you want to do. The same goes for the letter. You are probably going to run your parties different than I run mine, but here is what I have in here. So you can use that and create your own, of course. And then that way, when I need to print it out, it's all right here. And then I have checklists for my different styles of parties and what I would put into those host packages. The same thing goes for the recruiting packages. So these, like I say, these are resources. I'm never going to use these cards except when I'm creating these things. So there's your links. There's what is going into your opportunity brochure. The same goes for these. That's just more party stuff. There is information, like these cards actually reference what's in there. So how it works. So we're just going to say, I'm going to change the name of this because I don't like that. We're just going to call this upcoming party to do. So this is the party. It is coming up on the 22nd. I should have put that a further distance. But this is probably already in progress if that's on July 22nd. But basically that's how you do it. So you can have your list of upcoming parties. If your party's a year in advance, you've got an annual host that books every single year, you could put in her party for next year. This just keeps track. So when I am doing a party like this Facebook one, I'll just show you. I am going to copy because that's my template. I'm just going to say Susie on August 18th. I would never do a party on August 18th because that's our conference. Upcoming party to do is where I want it, and create card. And there it is there. So now as I'm doing the party, so like this is my upcoming, I'm not touching this card yet, but I would come in and I would look. So my first thing right after booking. So these things I want to do right now. Even though the party is like a month away, I'm going to check through these. I'm going to check them off as I do them, get it all done. And then we'll pretend that that's all done. We're 2 weeks before. So what I like to do then, if we go 2 weeks before, so her party is on the 18th. I'm going to put a date. So we've got August 18th, 2 weeks before. There we go. I do not work at this hour, AM. So you can even set a reminder if you want. Let's say at the time of, and save. There you go. There's your date right there. And it will also pop up here. So you will have to decide where you want things. I personally have this date. My in progress parties would probably be like my parties that I'm actively in. So I won't put them here until I'm 2 weeks out. So August 8th, 4th, I know that that's then going to become an in progress party. I'm actively hostess coaching. I'm actively creating the party content. Everything's getting done for that party. Until then, it kind of lives over here. So we're going to pretend this party's over. Everything's done. During the party, you can come back here. What's great is you can access this from your phone, which is why I love Trello. Whatever device I'm on, I can see it all. Which is why I have everything in here. I know what incentives I gave them. I can find their party group. I put in the links to my Canva. I use Canva to create all my posts. So I have a Canva project, whatever they call them, that has everything in there, just in case I need to edit something for the certain party. I, of course, would update this. You can read it. It's fairly self-explanatory once you get a party done, what to do, all of the stuff, your host after. And then this is my after event list. This says Jamie. That's my assistant. So unless you're at the point where you're doing so many parties, you need an assistant, or your team is growing big enough that you need help, this could also just be you. But this is all the steps that then for the follow-up after the party. As I'm saying this, I'm wondering if I should include my project broadcast link. If I do not and you want it, just send me a quick message or drop a comment on the video wherever you found this. So then when the party is done, it's submitted, it's done, all the task lists are done, everything's done, it goes there. And then it just continues building. So you can also use the labels. You can make them anything. So like if you want to keep track of like what was a good party, how many bookings, like whatever system you want to use, like maybe she's going to be a great recruiting lead. Maybe you want to have a recruiting lead list, build it that way. You can do whatever you want there. But these I also find to be super helpful. So let's say Susie booked and then Susie calls me, somebody for whatever reason, she's been in a car accident, she can't book her party. I mean, it's a year away. All right, month away, but we're going to pretend she has canceled. So we have rescheduled. We have canceled, rescheduled with no date, canceled parties. I would even potentially, I think I even have a spot now where I call canceled parties like flops. So like if you've had the party, but there's only one order or no orders, I keep track of those because these are still, they were hosts that were willing to host a party. They're still somebody that is a warmer lead than somebody who has said no. So it's helpful to know and have them there as a list. So that's what those columns are for. And of course, like if you're new to Trello, you can rename these, you can make it whatever you want. This is just how this board is set up right now. And then I've left this in here. It is other party types. So currently I just have those 2 party types that I have cards made for. These are ones I used to use. I don't use them as of the moment of me making this video. But I've left them in here just in case you wanted them. So yeah. That is how you use this card. Hopefully this was helpful. If you have any questions, drop them down. This video should be somewhere where you can leave comments. And I will get back to you to answer that. Right. Good luck. And I can't wait to hear about how much this has helped you save time in your business.